Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Loading. In this video, we're gonna explore SphereChalk and try to create this simple multiplication table. It's super basic, super simple, and we're gonna take advantage of the plane nodes. So yeah. If you really want, you can make your multiplication table really big. And we're also gonna take a look at the typography viewer in SphereChalk. So this guy actually output like a text objects, and that's gonna be one text object per text. So just don't go too crazy like having 10,000 of them. 10,000 will still work, but yeah, if you go over certain value, Blender start to slow down. If you look at a multiplication table and the one that's 3D, it's actually looking quite interesting. And this guy, it looks like the building in Dubai, perhaps. It's looking something like that. Yeah, I wonder. There are some really interesting looking multiplication table, but I like the simple one. Let's just create one real quick. Start from scratch. So let's go to compositing, file, save as, SphereChalk multiplication table. We're gonna start from plane. We know that plane will generate points, and these points, as you can see by default, it has a 1 unit gap between points. So if we actually take a look at the number using the stethoscope, if we actually separate the points, let's say we are looking at the vector out, not vector in. The z should be all 0, 0, 0 because they are all flat on the floor, but the x and the y should be growing. You see, this is the x, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like a repeat because it's a this is the x, so it's a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a repeat, some kind of like a modulo happening there. And we can take advantage of that. Same thing with the y. If we started to change the stepping, like in the y, let's see, we make it twice, so it's become 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 2, 2, 2. Now the multiplication table is slightly off. But anyway, don't worry about that. All we want is just to use math and multiply the x and the y. And we should get some numbers. And these numbers should be for our multiplication table. Okay, so let's say text or typography viewer. This have more options. Let's apply the matrix in. The location should be, just place it at the points of the plane. And the text itself should be from this guy. Okay, we have something like that. At first I was thinking, okay, let's just increase the grid size, and okay, now we have something that's slightly different. It's like 2 times 2 for 2 times 4 8, 2 times 6 12. So there's like it's a different range of multiplication table, so we don't want to do that. Perhaps we just scale the grid here in the scale. well, that's actually scaling the typography itself. That's not what we want. We want to scale in here. Okay, that's better. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. So apparently our numbers start from 0, 0, 0. That's not exactly what we want. We want it to be starting from 1. So we can take advantage of this x plus 1 in the math. X plus 1, y plus 1, plug that in, plug that in. So now we have something that looks like a multiplication table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 times 5 is 25. We can have it for 10 by 10, 100, and it's still pretty fast. And we can control the size of the text from here. Very handy. Currently it's not centered, it's left aligned. We can make it centered aligned. Now it's starting to look pretty good, except that they're all floating value. We don't want 0.0 there, we don't need the decimal, so just use a float to integer and update it. Now we have full number and multiplication table. Yep, it's that simple. It's pretty basic. We cannot do much here except maybe we can do something to the scale. Let's see. I was gonna do like color, but we don't have the color node yet. So let's do something to the scale maybe. Vector in scale. Maybe we can place with the z. The z can get the value from the multiplication table, I guess. So let's see what happens if we plug that in. So we have something that's looking like it's a little bit futuristic, except that it's growing this way and this way. This multiplier. It's not bad. The multiplication multiplication table is I guess pretty basic in itself. It's but you can actually do more with the number. Let's say maybe at some points when we have like a grid of points, we can visualize the point numbers using something like this, like a grid. I'm kind of itching that we should actually do like a proper 3D voxel, like a multiplication table, but I don't have any idea at the moment. Maybe we can go up as well, and then it's gonna be like a voxel, like where you have grid and you have all these numbers. This thing makes me think about voxel. I don't know, maybe at some point we have a look at how we can use Spreadchalk to build a voxel for volumetric in the cycles. Yeah, that's probably the next thing we can do. We will see. So that's pretty much it for this multiplication table. It's nothing too complicated. If you are like a math teacher, maybe you want to build something like this, it's pretty easy to do using Spreadchalk. And the multiplication table can be of any kind. Let's say you change it to this 1, 3, 5. So this is slightly different number. Let's get rid of the scaling thing and rescale this. So this is a weird one. Weird 1, 3, 5, 7, blah blah blah, 1, 5, 9, 13, 3 times 5, 15. 9 times 9, 81. Yeah, this is kind of a skipping multiplication table. But you can quickly, you can actually play around with the number. Let's say if you want to use like a sine wave, even all kind of function. You can see the output. This is an integer. This is quite interesting looking actually. 0, 1, minus 1. It's quite nice. Like visually, it's looking quite nice. It's not like particularly interesting, but if you look at it this way, it's a nice looking pattern. Somehow, if you look at it in a different way, maybe use a different font or something. This guy doesn't have option for the font. Well, anyway, that's pretty much it for this multiplication table. If you have any question, suggestion, just let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next live noding.